What's up, Sagittarius? This is going to be a love reading for the first half of August. This is for my Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There is a long wait for a reading with me, guys, so if you wanted to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so, and otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you can find the links there in the description as well. Okay, Saggy, let's do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first half of August. For anyone that's new, I say potential because on this channel I infuse law of assumption and into my readings. And this reading is just a checking in point for the version of Saggy and the version of the specific person and the connection and what's playing out in your current 3D circumstances, which are out of infinite. Okay, that you have selected. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Your desires are meant for you. You can have anything you want. Whatever is showing up right now is just the reflection of the version of you that you're embodying right now, the current state of consciousness. Now, if you wanted to shift anything, manifest it differently, you would just need to consciously select a new version of Saggy or a new version of the situation and the connection, the version of the person, and it will manifest for you differently. Okay, guys, please go and do some homework into the law of assumption. Neville Goddard, Florence Scovilshire, Joseph Murphy, and then there are also so many amazing coaches online that will break it down for you in very practical, simple ways and give you techniques. Okay, maybe if you want a more modern, easy way of adopting the law. Okay, so this is really just a check-in, and that's it. All right, Saggy, the person on Saggy's mind, the Star card. Hope, Saggy, and then there's a Four of Wands in the reverse, where maybe there hasn't been harmony. Four of Wands in the reverse, or non-committal, or Ace of Cups in the reverse, or something's broken down. The union, Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's like the love feels lost, but they still have hope. Star card, something needs to be healed. Page of Cups, they want to make a gesture. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. They want to persist towards you, Sag. There's like an offer coming through. Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this is about stability, loyalty. I did see when I was shuffling that something might have shaken up something within the union, Four of Wands. Maybe there's been non-commitment or something within the situation. The love feels like it was withdrawn. I will get a bit more detail. Yeah, the love feels like it was withdrawn. There's a Two of Cups, but it's in the reverse. I mean, soul connection, but it looks like there's a feeling of it being one-sided. You know, there's persistence here though, Sag. I mean, the only thing is there could also be a guardedness or a defensiveness between the two of you. And then there's a Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, this could be around caught out or called out energy, or a feeling of avoidance, or things have been not honest. So that's why I said with that Four of Wands in the reverse, you know, Page of Cups could be an apology. Yeah, there's a holding on to something that seems to have not been, you know, necessarily the most kosher, and it's relating to Three of Cups energy. Now, Three of Cups could be friends or other people in the mix, family. It could be other energies. Now, you know, and then I've got Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, for some of you, Saggy, you know, Queen of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, there might be a feeling of like there's more than one energy around. A Queen of Wands in the reverse can be the mean girl, a mean guy. It could be a meddler. It could be a person like a family member or a friend or someone, and there's been dishonesty, or there's been something that's caused now a war between you and this person. You know, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright is the committed queen. I mean, for some of you, you're dealing with a third-party situation. And so how do they feel about you, Saggy? Maybe they feel you're holding on to some hurt or some pain. You're defensive because there's some kind of an assumption or an insecurity around outside interference. And I will get, you know, your side of the street. I always say this in all my readings, guys, and don't let anything trigger you, and don't take anything that's not your story. The truth of the matter is, they're not a robot, and I'm checking in how they feel, how they think, what are the, you know, they have their own, they're their own person, and they have their own history and their limiting beliefs and the way that they show up and whatever, but they're still your selection, so they're still your mirror, and you are still the god of your reality. So even in this reality, if someone's showing up like a twat, they have no free will. They're showing up in your reality as a twat. It will make sense if you go and look at Sammy Ingram manifesting with Kimberly or any of those coaches, just so you fully comprehend this. So even if they are showing up that way, and if certain undesirable things have collapsed in your timeline, for example, dishonesty, third parties, now you're more than welcome to say fuck them and I don't want that person. Good, guys. If that's the case, that's fine. I'm just explaining the mechanics of this. You can also say, I am the maker of everything. I am the god of my reality. Everything has been a selection that I've made from the quantum field. Unconsciously, there was something within my subconscious beliefs. Maybe people are not trustworthy. People don't choose me. People are liars. People are unfaithful, whatever it is. Or I'm not respected. I'm not valued. I'm not enough. It's coming down to some belief about self that's then mirrored back. Something within your consciousness. So if you want this to change, even just for you, get the fuck out of this timeline and select new version of Saggy that doesn't even have those beliefs about self, so you never experience it again. Or if you want this to change and you love this person, you need to do that and also take attention away from all this stuff that was anyway a manifestation from your thoughts that started with a subconscious belief. Choose new thoughts, dominantly assume this person shows up in a certain way. Forget about any third parties or any issues or any problems. It sounds naive, guys, but this is law of assumption infused channel. So I'm giving you the way that it works. So go and have a look at the coaches. They'll give you the exact same advice. So this is just for context. It looks like there's a holding on to maybe some defensiveness around other energies, a feeling of lying or being dishonest, founded or unfounded. There's an insecurity there. This person could feel insecure about you. Maybe there's a possessiveness or a jealousy. Maybe that's between the two of you. It looks to me like there's some unhealthy energy that is meddling potentially. Five of Swords, there's stress. There's conflict, there's been tension. Are we speaking the same language? And that has caused a feeling of things being one-sided. But the Page of Cups, it's like a gesture. This person wants to make a gesture or something. Maybe they feel, because we've got a page and a queen here, maybe they feel like what they come in with is small. Maybe you react in a certain type of a way. Maybe because there's certain assumptions, you know, that this person is not showing up correct in some kind of a way. Maybe they think you're not. I don't know. Let me get some, I'll get your side of the street and then I'll get oracles. Knight of Cups in the reverse. How do they feel about you, Saggy? There's trust issues going on here. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, is this love sincere? And then I've got Emperor card in the reverse. Shadow Emperor, there's control issues, especially with that Four of Pentacles and the Emperor card in the reverse. So this is either control issues when it comes to emotions, like stone face, not wanting to give too much. And that could be like, it's a toxic masculine trait, right? Toxic masculine trait can also be like wanting to keep options open or partying or playing around, guys. Again, don't let it trigger you. It would be the one that you selected from whatever your beliefs are, and we'll look into that. But also, if it's not that, you know, the Emperor card in the reverse with the Four of Pentacles, possessiveness. So that could be another factor. And then that causes, this person could make assumptions that you're out and about and doing things. Maybe they then retaliate, right? I mean, I've got Justice card. There's a sense of wanting to balance things out, make things right. For some of you, marriage, divorce, legal matters is playing into this. We've got a father figure, husband, father figure, and we've got potentially a child with the Page of Cups. Let me have a look. But Six of Wands. Regardless, guys, there's a wanting to balance things out, make things right, and have success is what this person is feeling towards you, Saggy. Okay, something's come to light. High Priestess, it's like things were hidden. High Priestess and Seven of Swords. Either called out and there was a row, or caught out. Relating to friends, related to other energies, related to just not being upfront about something, keeping secrets. Not to spook you, Sag. Again, if it's not your story, don't take it. But yeah, I mean, High Priestess, think, you know, there's a wanting to be successful, but there's been a lot of holding back. You know, High Priestess, Pisces energy. We've got Aries energy. Did I say Libra with the Justice card? Let me have a look at this High Priestess in the reverse. Strength card. So there's also, I feel, how does this person feel about you? First of all, I think there's been a lot of ego clashing, Five of Swords strength. But I also think they're trying to get the strength here to maybe make a gesture or an offer to make something right. And they do want success with you. They want to come unstuck. Two of Swords. There's been a lot of stuckness because of the communication style, the defensiveness, and potentially keeping things from one another, or them keeping things from you, and things hidden and whatever, okay? I'm not here to excuse shitty behavior, Sag, with what I was all leading up to that with, but for those of you that actually want to change things, because you know you guys can come back and keep getting the cards and they don't necessarily change. That's why tarot is so amazing. You can just keep getting the same cards over and over and over. And do you know why? It's coming down to whatever your state of consciousness is. It's your subconscious and the characters in your show and what they're thinking and feeling and what they will do. And so it's very accurate to predict an outcome if you don't change a story. Okay? All right. So how do you feel about them, Sag? We've got Leo energy with the Strength card. Did I say that? Sorry, guys. I have been under the weather. How do you feel about them, Sag? The Fool. Maybe you feel like they're a bit reckless with you in some kind of a way. Eight of Wands, you want to talk to them though. And things, Four of Swords, you're kind of processing something, or you've been at a rest. Let's see. You could also just, you know, maybe this person doesn't feel very stable. The Emperor card, or there's control issues here. You know, maybe they wait for you to take control of things. Maybe you wait for them to take control of things. Five of Swords, there's a clash here. Eight of Wands, you want to talk to them though, Sag. Queen of Wands is in the upright. Moon, you feel like a lot's hidden. And I feel like you want to get to like the truth of things. I also think this is triggering something within your fears. So I explain that, and this is much more relevant, Sag. So this is triggering Moon. Like, it could be something within your self-confidence. Now, you are coming up as a Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. There is a Queen of Pentacles here, Sag. So either this is, you know, that they are wanting to really commit to you, but there's been non-committal so far, or defensiveness going on because of suspicion around third parties or interferences. I mean, there could be exes in the mix, or just a lot of this hiding emotions and not being very upfront with one another, which then delays things developing the way you would like it to develop. And instability. And that could be a toxic trait, you know, like just that could be a toxic inherited family trait, guys. Either way, like I said, it's just circumstantial. It's not really relevant. If you want it to change, like no third parties, no complications, stable relationship right now, I'm chosen. There's no secrets between us. They're totally emotional, available. They're totally loving. There's a version of them that exists that is. So check it out. Check out online some techniques for that. So the Eight of Wands, communication. You just feel like things are shady or hidden, and it's triggering something within your psyche where you don't know that you can trust maybe. You feel that this person is very attracted to you. Maybe you feel like you're a secret in some kind of a way for some of you, right? Like maybe you assume you're the other person. Queen of Cups. All these queens. Queen of Pentacles, my goodness. You know, the other way to read it though, Sag, is that you are attracted to this person, you do love this person, and you actually want something stable and committed with this person, but it's been very unclear. And maybe you want to get clear on things. You want to have a conversation about this. Tell me about this Moon card. Yeah, the Strength card is in the reverse. Strength and strength. So you feel like it's testing your confidence and your strength, the fact that things are not clear to you. And it makes you maybe question your value and your worth. And this person has strength in the upright. I mean, I feel that they're trying to get courage to make a gesture to maybe make things right with you. You know, I mean, we've got Ten of Swords and then you've got Ace of Cups. There's some sort of a feeling of betrayal or a betrayal story here. Okay, now I want to get the oracles to understand a bit more of what this sort of like caught out and deception energy. maybe this person has not chosen you to date in some kind of a way, or the way that they hide things, it triggers an old fear you have around betrayal. And that's your story. And that would be why the mirror and all these characters in your show, or at least even in your mind, your thoughts are very geared to this whole thing. Like they're not being faithful, they're not loyal, they're not this. It could be something that you felt before, coming down even to from a long time ago, something, and you may not be conscious of it. I'm not enough, I'm not the chosen one. And then dynamics start to show up, or, you know, things could even, you may not have all the information. Maybe this person is just a bit avoidant, and then you fill in the gaps with a lot of assumptions. For some of you, you've not just filled in the gaps with assumptions, but things have really crystallized in your 3D reality. Now, as I've already explained, you're actually in control. So you might have written a horror story for yourself where, again, you get the confirmation, a version of a connection where your insecurities and your fears crystallize. Suddenly a person is like, I don't want to commit to you. They're out and about, not choosing you, not prioritizing you. Third parties pop up, all of that, which you can manifest the fuck away. Or you can also say you don't want this person, but if you fix a self-concept issue and manifest in you, you don't want this to happen again, because things start one way and then old fears and insecurities. And you're like, red flag, oh my God, they're pulling back. Why did they text that and not that? Oh my God, they're talking to their ex on Instagram. Oh my God, now they've ghosted me, or suddenly I saw them with another person. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Anyway, the Ace of Cups, you want to renew the love and you want to come out of heartache. There's hurt feelings here. You might have old hurt feelings as well from the past. 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords. And I would say that either way, that's what's coming up. It's triggering your moon, your shadow, something within your confidence. If you change the story on that, Sag, this person will absolutely show up differently. Either way, we've got pages on the table. There's going to be a reach out communication. The quality of that is going to come down to what state of consciousness you're in at, you know, predominantly. Are you in that confident state where you're like, well, of course they want me, love me. There's no one else. I'm the best. There's never been anyone else. Men or women are always loyal to me. I can trust. You've got 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. You want to reconcile the issues. You're looking for more support and more reciprocity. Maybe you've been feeling like this person is just giving you a little bit here and there, and it's caused this disconnect. 5 of Pentacles. You have the 2 of Cups in the upright, so you are convinced that this is a soul connection, and your heart is still there. They feel like this is one-sided, like they question it, and maybe that's why they play up. So they've got their own fears and insecurities. Whatever, Sag. We don't necessarily want that version anyhow, so we have to affirm differently. But we've got 7 of Cups. You're confused. You've got mixed feelings about this. And then we've got a King of Pentacles. Like, you want to have something stable and committed and loyal. Maybe you question whether there are other cups around. Or maybe you question whether you should explore other cups. But then you miss them, Sag. You have memories of them. You just want balance. You want reciprocity. There's pain here. King of Pentacles, yeah. I mean, we've got a Queen of Pentacles over here. So there's potential maybe for you two to work through these issues, Justice card, make things right, and then actually commit. All possibilities of everything exist, guys. For those of you that are stuck in a situation where there's someone still tied in, because we've got Justice card, 3 of Cups, some of you dealing with a situation where marriage and divorce and legal matters is a factor, and you could be feeling like you're the other person and you don't get the King and Queen of Pentacles. Well, you've also selected that, Sag. If you go and research a bit, you've selected that you love someone, and then there's someone that gets what you want, or that person's not ready for you because there's all this complication. So you can manifest that away. I don't care what anyone says in the comments. Suspend your disbelief and actually test it, or look at success stories online. Infinite parallel realities right now and timelines. There's a version right now where you're in a committed, loving relationship. There's no third parties, potentially never was. Okay? You might think I sound crazy, but go to another channel. So there's something here like you want this commitment. Maybe you are heading towards that commitment, but a lot of this confusion and mixed feelings and betrayal themes are coming up. So maybe there is not really a third party still around, but maybe there's exes around, or maybe there's someone you haven't reached commitment stage and this person likes to go out and party, and then that triggers you feeling like you're not being chosen and they're not really appreciating or loving you or committing, and then all sorts of stories about them maybe betraying you in some kind of a way. But you want to get past this heartache. You've got old heartache as well. So this could be an old story, exes and whatnot, Six of Cups, your past or childhood stuff. So Sag, take care of your side of the street and just take away the attention from this stuff that is a recurring trigger. Let's have a look at what this person wants now. Controversy, scandal, truth coming out. That's that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Ashamed, backfired, got caught. So something's happened here. And that's the Justice card. They want to make it right. God, caught. Red-handed, secrets exposed. And I did say also with the strength card, like ego battles, we've got push-pull, power struggles, imbalance, stubborn. Pop-up, surprise, visit, reach out in person. There is a connect happening, Sag, with reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together, because there's a lot of trust issues, one-sided, detached. Okay, so Sag, for those of you that want to take this, some of you are going to say, well, fuck them, they're a cheater, blah, blah, blah. Fine. If that's collapsed in this timeline, I'm not denying that that's not nice. Coming from someone that's experienced it personally. So I'm not being, I'm not non-compassionate or empathetic, okay? But I'm trying to tell you guys, if this is what's collapsed for you in this timeline, and you're getting this weird, like before any of this would have happened, you anyway had something within you, there was an insecurity and whatever. Check where your thoughts were or who you were being when all of this stuff happened, okay? And I can guarantee that most of you can identify where this story has come from and why the characters showed up and why things have gone the way they've gone. For some of you, there would have been trust issues before because of certain types of behaviors. Then the mirror morphs into the monster, the cheater, the thing. There's probably other people. Then there is other people, whatever it is. This person's ashamed. Pop up, surprise visit. Maybe they want to bring you a present. Make it rain. There's money matters, legal matters is coming up. So there's something about that as well. Secretive, sneaky, hiding information. This is the thing, right? So either they were caught out for just like hiding information, being too secretive. Money matters is coming through. Maybe they're tied to someone and there's money matters. I don't know. I mean, they're missing you, pictures, regrets, missing you, and there's been chaos. Chaos, everything crumbling. Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. I mean, also, this person could be tied to a love-hate relationship, drama with money. And I mean, this could be like there's Justice card and there's all these queens, guys. Do what you will with that. I would say you need to decide what you want and fuck all of this drama and all of these different characters. And even if you want to say, forget this whole situation, Sag, and you can, this person's popping back up, don't worry. But you have two options. You can just leave it as it is, okay? Or you can rewrite the script. You could treat this as a mirror, Sag, so you won't get triggered anymore. You can be like, oh, that's interesting, and test it by changing your self-concept, picking the new version of Sag or the existing version, the improved, higher version, and then test it by affirming that they're different, take your attention away and see how they mirror that back to you. Or you can just not give them any more energy, Sag, but do this for you anyway and manifest in a different kind of a love. You can have absolutely anything that you want, anything. If it comes to your mind, it's in existence because all things exist at once and your desires are directly from God. Even the version of this person that does love you completely and wholly and healthily, it exists as well. Sag, you understand? So because all there is unconditional love. This is just someone mirroring to you something within your consciousness. It doesn't mean that everyone is the perfect person for you, Sag. That's why you need to decide what you want, okay? But I'm not the reader to tell you this is a bad or a good person because there's infinite versions of people and you're going to meet people at the state of consciousness that you're in to trigger you to a higher level of consciousness. Okay. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Let your friends help you. Separation. I feel like friends as well have gotten in the mix here. Or maybe this person treats you more like a friends with benefits and hasn't committed to you, and that's because there's some complication. There's been secrecy, guys. I mean, maybe you guys can check back in later and tell me what this is all about. Unrequited love. This could be the one. Romantic feelings. I mean, this person wants to come in and pop up. If this is half-half and weird, Sag, it's because you're half-half and weird about this person. Maybe one minute you're like, they love me, they don't love me. And then the mirror goes hot and cold and weird, because one minute you're like, this could be the one. And then look at this confusion, which is your illusions. It's fear. Fear is separation between you and anything you desire and want, anything that doesn't feel good for you, okay? Because it's triggering your unrequited love wound. You feel like this person doesn't really love you. And then there's separation, but then there's romantic feelings. And then there's the control issues that I mentioned. So much control. It's like you're trying to control each other, tit for tat. They're over-controlled, you're over-controlled. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I do think that there is opportunity. I think if you make the effort for yourself, Sag, the world is going to mirror back to you your higher state of consciousness regardless. So it's fantastic. I think this person does want to make an effort with you. If you hold them predominantly in the assumption that these circumstances are fixed, that they are who they are, well, then that's the version that you get. They don't have free will in your reality to act like a CUNT or to act like Prince Charming. Sometimes they probably do act like Prince Charming, and then they act like that, and that's your mirror going up and down. Mark my words, guys. Go and look into Manifesting with Kimberly. Go and look into Sammy Ingram. They explain this so well. Dylan James even. Okay, guys, look, there is a reach out. There's opportunity, honeymoon, so new beginning. This can go either way, Sag. I think the ball's in your court. There is going to be communication. So yeah, let me know. I'll check back in 2 weeks. Sending you lots of love.